All right, all right, all right. Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Those of y'all in the state of Texas and abroad, what's up? This is your boy Paul Miranda coming live and direct from the box. It's in the box, y'all. It's in the box. Let me just make sure we got everything working right fast. Boom, let's do some microphone checks. Hang on a second. All right, y'all hearing me good? All right. Open that chat room up right fast. Just say good evening, everyone. Put that in like that. Boom. All right. I'm just trying to open some things up. Now I need to go send out some of these invites right quick to my guests for tonight. And today, y'all, I'm really excited about the three gentlemen that we got coming on today. Man, man, like I told you, man, we're trying to bring you all kind of people and, all kind of basketball players, coaches, directors, anything to do with grassroots basketball, high school basketball, college basketball, maybe eventually even with some of the pros, even though I don't really fool with the pros like that. I love my high school and my college basketball players. So, I guess every now and then we might have to slip into with a couple of NBA players, because I do know a few. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm not gonna do no name dropping like all the other shows do and so forth, because it's not about me, right? This show is all about these kids, right? And these programs and all these other people that are trying to do right about doing this game and so forth, this grassroots game and so forth. So let me just, where's my invites? All right, so let me just send these invites out right quick, and we are going to get this party started, right? Should have had all this ready, I know. All right, so my first guest, y'all, we're going to have VINNY SIGONA. Right there. He's out of Prestonwood, Plano Prestonwood Christian Academy, y'all. This young man is somebody I've been keeping my laser on for the last year and a half now. I don't know what took me so long to join that party, because this dude is a straight ice in his veins kind of, dude with the strap from anywhere on the floor, man. Dude gets busy for PCA, and I'm really excited about getting to talk with him tonight. I'm sending that out to him. My next guest after that is going to be out of LEANDER, ROUSE High School. Yeah, out there in Austin. We're trying to cover some ground here in the state of Texas right now, and we're going to eventually end up branch out a little bit, right? A few weeks ago we had had the head coach or one of the representatives from Team Griffin on a couple of weeks ago. Y'all remember that? We're trying to spread out a little bit, right? But NAZAR MAHMOUD is going to come on today. He played with ASAC 17s this past summer, and also blew up big time with JL3 in the EYBL this summer, man. So we're going to talk about that. Let me send his thing was a little different. He said, no. So I got to put that right there. And then, oh my goodness, Duncanville's finest, y'all, is coming on. Olympic, I won't say Olympic, but USA basketball from the 2023 class as well. So we got VINNY's from the 22 class. NAZAR and Ron Holland are from the 23 class. So, but Ron had a big summer. He played for Drive Nation. They did very well at EYBL PSHAM. And we're going to talk a lot about that. We're going to also talk a lot about the USA basketball opportunity that he was given this past summer. Let me just put this in right here. It's not doing. All right, hang on a second. All right, so I got one of the guys calling me out. I am sending the email out just a minute. All right. So I don't like giving out the link, y'all, before the show starts because that's kind of been giving us some problems. We come to find out, right? I get that show link out and it doesn't necessarily work and so forth. So I don't like really doing that until the show starts. So let me just get this. I don't know why this is not saving. And then sometimes we have this issue right here where it's not saving. So let me see. Copy, copy, copy. All right. So now let's send that over to the guys to get out and link to the show. All right. So basically, guys, if you're listening, I just sent you out that email. So we have VINNY SIGONA getting ready to come on around like 8:15ish in just a second. I did want to kind of go over a couple of things right quick before I get started tonight, man. This weekend was the high school fall classic by Gasso, right? Gasso, Great American Shootout, Sam, Blue, and Derek, and Mike Kunstad. All those guys put out a hell of a show every time, right? Yeah, I'm a big time fan of this. Some guys that I want to kind of put out here right quick, man. If I can, let me just go grab a couple of names right quick for you, man. And wait a minute, hang on a second. Don't want to do this. Man, Duncanville and McKinney was probably the game of the event. I mean, everybody was really looking forward to seeing that game. Duncanville was a little shorthanded. Didn't have Anthony Black. Yeah, y'all do know he transferred to Duncanville, right? Anthony Black from Cabell. Ooh. And I'm hearing that wasn't too good. So some upset people. Anyway, we're gonna move around on that. All right. So anyway, he wasn't there. He was on a visit. Davion Sykes, Davion 6'5" guard wing. He was on a visit. CJ Ford was on a visit, I think, to Northern Colorado. And I can't remember the fourth player that was not there. Oh my goodness. There was four guys missing. Cameron Barnes, 6'10", 6'11". Cameron Barnes was on a visit to TCU. He was not in attendance as well. So, man, great game despite the absence. Duncanville still got Super Ron Holland, right? Yeah, Ron was pretty busy. he did some major work. But he was going up against Alex Manawake. I can't really say his name, but y'all know the guy that just looked like he just jumping on an elevator and just skying over everybody and so forth when he gets off the ground. But y'all know who I'm talking about, right? He did commit to what was that, UNT, North Texas. So I think he's still committed there, but he's going to be a problem. Jacoby Waltz is always a problem from the 2023 class. Definitely loved him, what I saw out of him. But, man, I got to tell you about this guy right here. Let me pull this picture up for y'all right quick, man. I'm stunned over this guy's performance this past weekend. I can't even lie to y'all, man. And I don't know if I should say stunned, right? Make sure that's him. Make sure that's him right there. Let's see. I think that's him. I don't have my glasses on, man, when I'm trying to read this little small stuff right here. But let me put him up right quick. Let's see what we have. Is it going to show it to me? Y'all going to let me see him? Do I got to move my good, man. I was really excited, man. Dude was handling the rock, little old bitty thing, 5'7", right? Man, got great handles, y'all. Uh, 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 you know, like a gnat on defense, man. He will pick your wallet, man. I'm telling you, dude was nasty this weekend. Man, had a couple of cases where he broke a couple of players down, man, and like broke some ankles a couple of times, man. But the thing I liked about him this weekend, y'all, he was very consistent at making plays and not turning over the ball. He took care of the ball very well. Definitely showing great strides in the maturity department, man. I really like what I saw from him. I've been saying all these years, he's a little too little, too light in the pants, the dude been in the weight room look like, man, he got a couple of knots on them arms, man. I was like I said, I was a little impressed by what I saw from Jacoby Waltz, man. If they get that kind of point guard play, McKinney gets that kind of play from him, and I'm telling you, the big things are going to happen for McKinney, because I'm going to tell you, they have a squad. I'm being nice right now, I just gave you three of those guys, but you know what? I'm gonna pull their lineup up right quick, man. And I got to tell you right now, McKinney, my guy. I'm gonna tell you another guy I'm really in love with right now. 6'7", 2022 kid by the name of Thatcher McClure. Keep your lazy eye on Thatcher McClure. That kid can get off the ground and he will dunk on you as well. Yes, I know they're not supposed to do that like that. This dude looks like straight bookworm, right? Or something along those lines. But dude was popping, and I'm telling you, I like what I've seen. I've been keeping my lazy eye on him for the last 5 to 6 months over the summer. Some of the camps that he was in and so forth. I like what McKinney has. Of course, you already know Devin Vincent, the 6'1" senior guard. That they got that stroke, man. Y'all better watch him, especially in the corners. So I'm telling you right now, Coach Wes Watson has a squad in that group, man. I'm great looking group with McKinney. Like I said, they are the only ones. I'm not going to say the only ones, because Richardson was there too. And, the two-head monster at Richardson was pretty strong as well. That's Cason Wallace and Ryland Griffin. Man, I was really impressed with what they brought to the table. I was kind of interested in kind of, or should I say anxiously waiting to see that team play, because, man, they lost big Parker Gannon last year, right? Y'all remember this big 6'7" kid in the middle, big lumberjack, brawny looking guy, right in the middle, right? What were they gonna do, without him right now? And that's what I was looking forward to seeing, man. And they're not as big. I'm going to be honest with you on that. They're not going to be as big. Who am I looking for? Richardson. I'm sorry, y'all. They're not going to be as big as last year. So they are going to struggle a little bit in that department. But I did see the big fella. I'm trying to find his number now. They have a 6'5" kid. Actually, it says he's listed as 6'7". Timmy Jordan, I do believe, 6'7" kid out of Chicago. He just transferred in, number 2. Kind of look like he's feeling his way through this thing right now. He's being a little nice right now, but I got a feeling by the time it's playoff time here in Texas, when it's time to get busy or get out the way, I think that kid might end up stepping up and hurting some people's feelings and so forth from there. But Richardson definitely looked good. Waxahachie looked good. Parker Jefferson, y'all. Parker Jefferson, 2025 kid. Just, 6'9". Hey, man, kid is inside and out shooting that ball. Looked real good, y'all. So I'm telling you, don't think just because they lost C.J. Nolan and all them guys and so forth, they're not going to, man. Grover has got a sneaky little team this year, man. And I'm telling y'all right now, you better be aware of what the Waxahachie Indians are going to be looking like, because you got Cool, the big fella Darkon King. His game has improved tremendously. Looks like he's ready to step up, and you got to remember what is Z's name? Let me get Waxahachie Z. Vazarian Roberson, yeah. Number 3, dude can shoot it from anywhere. He looks like he's going to handle the ball a lot for them, and so we're going to have to wait and see. Hold on a second, y'all. We're going to kind of wait and see, how that's going to turn out for him right now, because I don't know, man. That ball handling dude can get them shooters tired a little bit, right? Another guy, hang on a second, trying to enable microphone and camera. Okay. All right. So we're just waiting on Vinny to check in. He just sent a text trying to enable his system and so forth. And just make sure we got it. Okay. You good? All right. So I'm liking what I saw in Waxahachie. I can't even lie to you. Centennial Burleson, y'all. Keep your lazy eye on Centennial Burleson. Bryce Robinson, y'all. Dude is athletic as all can get, man, and he's got some guys around him that can scrap. Watch out for Centennial Burleson. Who else was I impressed with, man? Highland Park, man. I'm telling you, you guys, Highland Park is somebody to keep you lazy on as well, man. I'm going to tell you, they have a bunch of guys that more than how you say it, yuppies. It look like some yuppie, a group of yuppies, but those boys can ball. So I'm just gonna serve notice to you early. Don't go in there playing Highland Park thinking, oh man, this is gonna be an easy game, because those kids can. I'm telling you, those kids can play. Remember that I told you this, because when I'm trying to get that out for you right quick, because they got some guys that I like on there too. You know what? I didn't get to see Denton Geyer. I'm a little ticked off with myself over that. I missed Kyron Lindsay and the Jeremiah Green kid. So I'm a little upset with myself on missing out on them. So, but Richardson Pierce, Dean Ballo. All right, I see my guy in the green room. Only thing is, it looks a little. Oh, he went out. He'll be coming back in. All right, so Richardson Pierce. I was saying about Dean Ballo. Man, dude is 6'4". Man, got has game. Tell you now. You looking for a guy that has some pop, that can handle the rock, that can shoot it, that can get off the ground as well. Dean Ballo for JJ Pierce. I did get to see them a little bit. Man, I hate that the Batman and Robin team couldn't work. Apparently, as you know, my guy, and another USA basketball participant from the 2024 class, my guy Liam McNeely. He transferred to John Paul II, and they look pretty good as well with Manny Obaseki and RJ Jones. Man, I mean that crew is looking very solid over there. Dan Lee does a great job with them. So definitely one of the teams that we definitely need to keep our lazy eye on, or you want to make that drive to go out to a great atmosphere, especially at John Paul II. Those Cardinal fans get rowdy out there, man. I'm telling you, Dan Lee has a good thing going out there with his program. South Oak Cliff, y'all. South Oak Cliff, the Bears. Don't sleep on them. Coach James Mays, man, has a young crew that are sophomores and freshmen, man, with a couple of little juniors and seniors in the mix. get ready because I think he's getting ready to be around for a while with that team. Dallas Skyline, I got to see Dallas Skyline, man. Cam Black is leading that. My guy, Des Willingham, the first-year coach at Skyline. He's been at First Baptist for the last few years. All right, so hang on a second. I don't know what's happening with my guy. He's still having some issues getting in. Hang on a second. I saw you in. All right, so let me just take that down right there. I'm gonna show you my. Well, no, I'm not gonna do that yet. Hold on a second. I was gonna. Hang on, y'all. We're gonna come back to that. I apologize. I wanted to put that clip in. I'm so anxious to get this dude in and kind of show y'all. I'm really looking forward to introducing this next guy. Seriously. So he's having some technical difficulties right now to getting in right now. So we are going to wait on him for a little bit. Hang on a second. Right, hang on a second. Chose that. Should be listening. Okay. All right. So he's having troubles with his setup right now. So he's working on that right now. But anyway, who else? Who else? I know I got some more guys I can talk about on here. South Oak Cliff, I said, is going to be pretty good. Burleson look strong. I was looking for Highland Park. Golly, that's right. David Fiver. Man, that coach does a great job for Highland Park. The Scots, I'm telling you, do not sleep on them. They are going to be pretty good. They went pretty deep in the playoffs last year, man. It shocked everybody. Dallas Kimball, of course, man. Arterio Morris, Chauncey Gibson, Trey Clayton was good. But I'm going to tell y'all, man, it's real talk. Kyron Henderson, that kid is fully bought in come playoff time, and he stays out of foul trouble. Amarillo and Kimball are going to have another classic battle for the Final Four. I think that was the Final Four, right? Yeah. With last year the COVID thing kind of threw me all out of whack. I didn't even hardly know what was a regional game and what was Final Four, because they only did the championship games down in San Antonio last year. So I kind of think it was the Final Four. But anyway, classic battle last year. I think it's going to be even more of a classic battle this year. Kyron Henderson is the alpha dog that makes that thing pop. All right, so I see my guy in there right now, so I just can't see him. It looks kind of dark. Is the camera on? All right, so he'll give him a few minutes just to make sure he's good over there. So don't sleep on Kimball again. Like I said, didn't really get to see. Hang on a second. Didn't really get to see. All right, hold on a second. Let's do this right here. Camera permission denied. Okay. All right, so let me just tell him to do this. All right, so he's having a connection issue with the cameras. Try right from your phone. I don't know what's going on with the system microphone permission. Yeah, that seems to be something on its own. Okay, hang on a second. That's what I'm on. Uh-oh. Vinny? I don't know what to tell you on that. Hang on, let me see something. Yeah. Vinny, can you hear me? Yeah, I can't hear him. So, okay. All right. So we're still having issues with Vinny getting on. This is crazy. It's not giving me a button to allow. And he's trying that from his cell phone right now. Wow. He's on the system. All right, hang on a second, y'all. Let me just go ahead and put this video on for y'all right quick. So I know. Anyone put a video together to show all their top plays. I get it. I hear you on that. Go watch PCA play. Plain old PCA play and this year, and I guarantee you'll see more than just those few clips right now. Dude brings it every game, y'all. Every game that I've been to see him play, that's what I saw. You understand what I'm saying? And he's in them 20s and them 30-point games. I'm telling you right now, the video don't lie, but I know, it can help you. It's just like the artist painting picture. He only showing you what you want to see or whatever, right? Well, go see him play. I'm telling you, he's going to give it to you, and you'll get to see exactly what you just saw in that video clip right now. I'm telling you right now, he kind of shortchanged us a little bit on the highlights right now, but I'm telling you, kid can ball, man. Those of y'all that know my guy, I'm telling you, Vinny SIGONA has it going on. But man, I don't know what's going on with his phone. So all right, he's going to try to do it from the computer. Okay, let me know. All right, so anyway, there he is.
Right. Hey, can you hear me?
Killer!
Can you hear me?
I hear you perfect, Vinny. I hear you perfect.
Sounds
good.
Got me?
You hear me good?
My phone, like, I was trying to get on the, I was trying to allow it, and there was no button. I couldn't figure it out, so I got the computer out.
All right, so I'm trying to understand, how does a guy like you, man? PCA, you guys are supposed to be computer whizzes out there, man. You asking a guy like me how to get you on?
I'm terrible. I'm terrible with technology. Computer science class is rough.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a big guy.
What are you good at besides filling that basket up right now, man? Talk to me about education and so forth. Your school. What's your favorite subject and stuff? Yes.
I like learning about history probably the most. I like learning about history, and then seeing what we can learn from history and arguing about what we think should have happened. I like arguing, honestly. I like debating things. Like,
really.
So in Bible, like, we we take Bible classes, so we learn about just past things, and we have a lot of like right now I'm in philosophy, so we have a lot of like arguments that come up, and I like to argue kind of in a way. Kind of sounds weird, but no, I kind of I don't know. I like learning about history the most, probably, for sure.
Okay. When I was in high school, Vinny, I was the president of our speech and debate team.
Yeah,
so, I knew there's a reason why I like you a lot, man. You kind of things are starting to fall into place right now.
For sure.
Trying to get a better understanding.
Yeah. I just like to argue about things I care about. That's the main thing. So I could just do any topic. That's the main thing.
Okay. Vinny, let me ask you, man. You are a killer on that floor, man. Sure. I just put your clip on just a little while ago. Give everybody a little taste of what you do. A little taste of it. And I told the audience, hey, man, this guy does this on a regular. He's no stranger for filling that bucket up. Training wise, who got you to where you're at? As far as, I mean, you got some handles with some some junk in it. Junk in the trunk, as they say. Give me an idea who's been on your game on you.
Well, first it really just starts with my dad just taking me up there and letting me get in when I asked. Just anytime like, hey, can we go to the gym? Like, unlocked it for me, and I went to work. I mean, honestly, it kind of started with that self-drive because it wasn't like somebody came to me and was like, hey, let's work. It's kind of like that. Kind of my 8th grade year was kind of my separation year when I was like, all right, I'm about to get a lot better, and I kind of realized getting in there by myself and with my dad's assistant a little bit, and then I said Jason Pospickle, he played for my dad. You probably know Jason. His dad Scott.
Yes, sir. Yes, Scott. Yeah,
he's a player too. But he got with me. We worked on a lot of footwork, a lot of moves. But before that, I say the foundation really was. I really never had like that trainer growing up. I always was like, my dad opened it up. I got on the gun, and my dad's the main guy. I mean, my dad would rebound for me if I wanted to get up 1,000 shots. He would sit there and rebound the whole time. Tell me what I needed to do to get better. If I was shooting flat, all that. But like ball handling, when it was like, if I want to do it and get better at it, then it was my own decision. And I really did it on my own. That was just my own time, honestly. But moves, footwork, Jason Pospickle has got me right with a lot of the moves and things like that. And some other people around. I don't want to throw people under the bus. I'd say he's the main guy.
No. Okay. Cool. You said your dad, man. Introduce us to your dad right quick, man, because your dad is a dude in the game as well. And I don't think a lot of people know. I know they see your last name and wonder is he related to him?
He doesn't get enough credit, I don't think. But that's my dad. So I mean, he's just
introduce him. What's his name? Where he go to school? Where's he coaching at?
Jim SIGONA. He's a head coach at Collin County. He's been there for 34 years, it's a long time. He started the program there, and he's a New York guy. So he started up. He was really a football player, and he was going to Buffalo to play quarterback, and they wanted to move him because they had so many quarterbacks. And he said, all right, well, I'm going back home. And he played JUCO ball. He played basketball in his hometown. And then he went to Potsdam, where they were Division III runner-ups, but they played some top teams in the country at that time. And they had some Division I players. I went back and watched. Like it was really like a Division III dynasty up there in the 80s. It's cool. I think they're doing a documentary, but he played there for 2 years. And then after that, he coached at his alma mater. He started coaching there at Cayuga Junior College. He's a head coach at 23. And then he went and worked under his other coach at his second alma mater, Potsdam. They won a Division III national championship in '86. And then he got on with John Beeline at Lemoyne down in Syracuse. Right. He came down here and he thought, I'll go to Texas. I'll be there for a few years, and he got the program started and just, he loved Dallas. He stayed with it. He met my mom, so I think it was kind of, the business, you get into it, you move around a lot. I think it was like, I got a good situation here, live in Plano, Dallas, my family, and he's been here ever since. But he's had a ton of players and ton of really good players at every level, from high major Division I, pro, Division II, whatever it is. But off the court, I mean, just who he is as a man, he's a great man. Every player comes back, and they appreciate him as a man, off the court too, and he takes care of his kids and wants them to be successful. So that's the main thing for me. But yeah, he's a great dude. He's a great coach too.
What has that been like? You're a son of a coach, man, and a lot of pressure comes with that. A lot of people don't realize how much pressure that comes with. How have you been able to deal with that? I mean, son of a coach, and you're expected to be this, and you're expected to be that. How have you kind of dealt with all that through your history?
I honestly loved it. Like, I embraced it from day one.
Okay.
From day one, I was like, I mean, the thing with my dad is my dad embraced me too, like me being around. Like, he always made sure I felt like welcome. Like, he, and he didn't have to ask me, but I always wanted to go with him. But I was at every practice. I was on the bench. I was going with him recruiting. So I embraced it because I just loved it. Like, I wanted to be in the gym, and I wanted to be where he was. And then the other thing is, people don't really know. We live in Dallas, Plano. There's a lot of good players. People don't know the level really of Collin. Like, they don't really know, like, the level of dudes that come through. Like, they don't know we got several guys going Division I every year in and out. tons of guys at the next level. So behind the scenes, my dad knows a lot of people. So growing up in the area, it was cool for me because everywhere I went, I got to shake all these coaches' hands and meet everybody from a young age growing up. Little Sigona. It was my favorite thing. I was like, man, I love that. Like people telling me my dad's a legend and cool things like that. I always loved that growing up. So I always embraced it. Awesome. And I just took it with, I like being Coach Sigona's son. I'm gonna do my thing.
No doubt. I like that. You got your dad has always been a stand-up guy, man, that never pushed too hard and so forth. Always a guy that works for his kids. Really tremendously respect him. I don't even think he knew we were doing this.
I don't even know. I think he asked me, and we kind of just left it at that. But he might know him all now. I don't know for sure.
All right, that's good. That's good. So he didn't ask me to do this, so I want to make sure you know that this was strictly you.
No, he's not involved at all in anything, so he's not gonna see it.
So with that said, enough about your dad right now. This is all about you right now, right? All right. So PCA, man, talk to me. What are you guys gonna look like this year, man? This 2021 season, man. I watched a little bit of you guys Saturday. Look like a lot of work is gonna have to be done, and a lot of time and energy and sweat and tears, and you're gonna have to put up some. You're gonna have to put up some big numbers this year, man.
Sure.
What are you feeling about that right now? Your chances this year?
Really. I'm going to say I think it's going to be really good. I'm actually really excited. I think we're going to have a really good chance. I think with Saturday, our first game, we played Carter, and Carter was pressing, whole game, getting in our butt, like it was a grind, like it was a dogfight the whole game. And we were in the green jersey. He was really around that much. And we played a really good game. But we kept it within like 5-6 guys. So it wasn't much subs. We were on the ground. I mean, I got scabs on it was a dog fight. So we just went in there, played we played all out. And then, walking over to the next gym, like, all right, we about to lace it up and do it again. And Rock Hill, like, I don't know who they had first game, but I don't think it was like Carter. And they looked good. Like they came out ready to play. And so we were out here like, okay, like they're getting runouts for layups. We're like, guys, like, we got to figure this out. I just don't think we found that second gear. And at that point, right now we got a lot of guys in football. So our numbers are way down. There's not a lot of depth right now being in September. Okay. So I think it was not a good representation, that second game at all. Okay. Because, but I think we're going to be really good. I'm excited. I mean, and that's not discrediting Rock Hill. They played a good game. But we got a 6'3" kid in, CJ Wilson from McKinney, who can really shoot and score, and 6'7" kid from McKinney. So those two transferred in, and I think those two will be good pieces. They can both score and do things well. And then returners, we got Jake is one of my good friends, and they two guards that really play hard. They can defend. Other guards off the ball can be on the ball some and do their thing. And I'm not leaving other people out, but we got some guys that like to play hard, and I think we'll be really good. We'll have I think we'll have a lot more depth this year. We just have a lot of guys in football, so it takes a minute, for those guys to get back. But I'm excited about the team and off the court too. I mean, we got a good group of guys that we want to play hard and win. And I think we're gonna buy in and get better every day. Try to win a state championship.
This is your senior year. What's this like right now? I mean, I know you're positive about this situation right now. You've had a couple of years where you guys have been pretty good. I thought you guys were pretty good last year. You guys gave John Paul the second fits that night in your place, and I thought you guys could really have a nice little run, and for whatever reason it didn't, come to fruition. And a lot of that's what high school basketball is about sometimes. This year here, your senior year, is it any added pressure on yourself, man? Because I tell you, I listened to the whole speech after the game, the Rock Hill game, and Coach Clarkson gave it to the young guys a little bit, and then you gave him a little something, man. Great leadership, I thought, man. So talk to me about you as the crew chief, if you will, the driver of the ship right now, man. How much pressure is that on you right now?
I really don't feel much pressure. I just I think it's just we have a different mentality this year, starting with me. I think just learning from my past 3 years of being, okay, we were good, but there wasn't that extra gear that we ever kicked into. Like, especially for me, like I think we had some good talented teams, especially my sophomore year. I just don't think we had that extra gear of like, all right, like it's business, like it's time to go right now. Like I think we were on the immature side of like, all right, we got off the bus, had a good time, like, all right, let's go play. Not like really focusing on a full scale, and then in practice, like every single day, bringing it your all every single day. So I think it starts with all those little things of being like all in, and focused on what our mission is, not just saying it and kind of going nonchalant. Because when it is your last year, it really kicks. Like, this is it. Like, this is it. I only got, whatever, 2-3 months and I'm done. Like, I'm not going to take a practice for granted, a play for granted. Like, we got to go all out. And I think for me, it's just like, no, I want to enjoy the year. I mean, I love my school. I love everybody there. So I want to end on a good note at Prestonwood. But I think just like looking at our team and everybody understanding each like guy's role, like if we all play our role and do our thing, which, each night could change. I think we can win a lot of games, and I think we can surprise teams. I mean, surprise a lot of people. But with that being said, our goal isn't to surprise people because we know what we can do, and we're just there to win and glorify God and how we do it. So I think that's just the main thing.
Okay. Your recruitment right now, man. Give me an idea of what's going on with that. Who's looking at you and your thoughts on that?
So Louisiana Lafayette offered me back. Let me think. Like January. Okay. And so I really like Coach Marlin and the staff and that situation over there. So that's a good one. Coach Von Rosenberg at A&M Commerce.
Okay.
So I like them a lot. Grew up knowing a lot of them too. So I like Commerce. And then other than that, it's been a lot of interest, a lot of text messages. Not too heavy. I didn't play in the summer. I had 10 weeks off. I had a fracture in my foot, so there wasn't much happening in the summer. But it's been just a few schools after that just been talking to me. Like, I don't know if I want to say, but that's cool.
Okay, no, you're good. You're good. How who'd you play with this summer?
So I started off with Texas Impact, and then I got a stress fracture in my foot, and then after that I was probably not gonna be back till late, but it just wasn't the place for me, and so I just got out of it. I was hurt, I was hurt.
Yeah.
So I was
that's
like,
a high level right there. That's a high level. You got to be ready.
Get healthy and get ready for senior year.
Yeah, no doubt. Understand.
I got a lot of time with my sisters and my family, and it was tough because I wanted to be playing in front of coaches, but God didn't have me in that position at that time. So I just I got a lot of time with my little sisters, and it's my last summer home really. So when I got back, I was in the gym and I was putting up shots, getting in work, and I'm ready. I'm just focusing on trying to win this year.
Okay. For your coaches out there right now, what do you want them to know the most about VINNY SIGONA?
About
his basketball game? Yes, sir.
For coaches?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, man, I'm gonna play hard for sure. I'm competitive. Like, I want to win. There's no doubt about that. I'm competitive and I want to win. I'm always gonna play hard. But for me, main thing for me in basketball is when I look, and I'm a senior and I'm gonna go to college and things like that. But like, I'll try to do a better job of investing in my teammates as people, off the court on the first part of that, like when I first meet them. And, I've learned that from different coaches and different programs I've been in. But, knowing my teammates as people and learning, who they are and becoming close with them, and then translating to that and, okay, what's everybody's role on the basketball court? How are we gonna win games? And I've struggled with that early on. Like, I'm trying to reflect on mistakes from freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and trying to really like go all in with that senior year of like, how can I like be a better winner? Because at the end of the day, you can't do it like, oh, I'm about to just go make shots like on the ball and everything. Like you need the other 4 guys you're playing with to do that. And I think like if I'm gonna be a leader, I gotta have them and like who they are as a friend, as a guy first, so that they can trust me on the basketball floor. And I think that's my main thing, is my goal this year, is to like really understand who my teammates are, develop a relationship, brotherhood with everybody I play with, so that connection's there on and off the floor, so we can win games. Because at the end of the day, you can get 27-30, and there's times fourth quarter, you don't find that extra gear with your teammates and you don't win. It's not a good feeling. So at the end of the day, I want to be a winner. So that's my main goal right now. But I'm competitive. I want to win, and I want to, find what it takes to win.
Awesome. Man, DFW is known as a hotbed of high school basketball right now. Give me, and I know you're a fan of the game as well, and without making anybody feel like you're a cheerleader, all right, I don't want to make it seem like that, but tell me some of the guys that you really love competing against, and then guys that here in the DFW that that you can want to compete against because you obviously respect them, right? Give me a list of guys you just love competing against.
Well, there's a lot of guys I like their game that I didn't get to play against that much, but I'll start with some guys I played against. Emo, for sure, Bishop Lynch, just tough competitor. He's at Old Dominion right now, but he was good to play against, just being a one, guarding you as soon as you come up the floor. And Jalen Tyson. I'm saying guys that graduated just this year, but Jalen Tyson was tough. And Jason kind of came out of the cracks a little bit out of nowhere. Like if we all know that. And John Paul and but he got my respect because I know like the work that he put in those 2 summers to get where he got. Like I respected that. Like I really did. And he kicked our butt, both years. And I wanted to win, but I mean, he's just a good player. Say some guys around. Ryland Griffin is a really good player. I like Ryland a lot. He's tough. He's athletic. He can score. He can do a lot of those things. I like guys that can really score. I haven't played against Kaysen and Keontae. Really, Keontae's in Florida now, but I mean I've worked out one-on-one stuff with Keontae and stuff like that. Right. Kaysen I haven't played against, but those are some guys I mean DFW is tough, man. Everywhere you go, there's players. Like I think it's the best metroplex for basketball. Like, and I don't have a shame. And I feel like if you turn on ESPN and watch college basketball, you can name 4 or 5 kids from Dallas on every station. No doubt. A lot of guys. I mean, I was just thinking some top players in the area, but there's a lot of guys. I mean, that got it for sure. So
no doubt. But I like that, man. I like that. Good answer, man. And respect. Now, in your conference, your district, what team are you really looking forward to getting at the most?
John Paul. Oh my God.
John Paul.
Oh yeah. I mean, they got some young talented guys, but they've had our number the last 2 years with some other players. But it's just a school. I mean, I want to be able to go in there and win. And it's, I mean, I've been there, so I feel the sting a little bit. And obviously they're getting, a lot of young talent year in, year out, and they got some good young players. But me being a senior, having some more experience, I think we can go in there and do some damage. So I just want to go in there, do what we do, play hard, and try to get some wins. But for sure, John Paul, Bishop Lynch, I mean, we're trying to win the district for sure. So it's always been, people don't realize TAPS. Like I'm like, the numbers on schools are less, but if you look at our district last year, you got like 7 Division I guys. Like I mean, it's not, and off district schedules, we're all playing public schools. So
How does that make you feel, man? When the disrespect that TAPS get, because I kind of heard it a little bit in your voice there a little bit.
No, I mean,
I understand on that.
I understand it because the depth is not nearly the same. It's not like it's not the same, on the depth of high level teams. I just think for us, like our district, or TAPS, like, I think there's a lot of good players, high level teams, and we go outside of TAPS. We go outside of the borders, and we still play in this area. We're playing in a lot of tough tournaments, a lot of tough teams, And I think, you know, I mean, I know my sophomore year, I mean, we played some top guys and we beat them. You know, we beat some top teams and we beat them. And, you know, sometimes we played top teams and lost, but we definitely weren't shying away from anything outside of TAPS. So, I mean, no doubt, I think sometimes, like, it's underestimated. Oh, TAPS don't count state championship. Well, I mean, all right. I mean, John Paul went 40-1, you know, that year and smacked a whole bunch of public schools, you know. And I'm just saying, you know, within the top teams, you know, it's still tough. It's still high school basketball. It's tough. And our goal isn't to win a UIL state championship. You know, I know it's tough. Our goal is to win a TAPS state championship because we're a TAPS team. And that's our goal. And I respect, you know, and I get it. It's private school and it's different. But, I mean, that's our goal and that's all we're worried about. I'm not worried about disrespect. It's not like, oh, anybody's disrespecting. I mean, I get everybody's perspective. I mean, we're not worried about it. We just want to focus on us, you know, play hard, try to win games no matter who's in front of us, UIL, TAPS or not, and then trying to win a TAPS state championship. It's our goal.
Man, you got a lot of maturity in your conversation right now. I feel like I'm talking to a grown man right now. You know what I'm saying? And I got to ask you this, man, because you know you are a son of a coach.
Yeah.
Any plans of that being, you know, a destination, you know, for you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
playing. You like to be a coach?
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I think wherever I'm doing, it's going to lead with basketball. I mean, I think for sure I want to go play in college, and truth be told, I mean, I want to be a pro. I want to play beyond.
No doubt, of course.
I want to play, and I believe in my abilities as a player and my work ethic that I can play with a lot of high level players, and so I want to be a pro. At the end of the day, I don't know what God has for me. I'm kind of leaving that in His hands. Like whatever He wants to do, take me. I'm gonna go down that path. But yeah, I think God will use basketball. I think He's shown me. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that's what I think. That's definitely what I think. I don't think I'll be at a desk or at a computer. I think I'm good with my mouth and my words, and I think no doubt my dream one day is to coach like my dad. And I have connections just growing up. I've been blessed to know a lot of people growing up that honestly people don't know. I mean, kids growing up. I mean, you look on TV and watch games. Oh, I know that person. Because my last name, and it's cool, and I embrace that. And no doubt, I want to coach one day when I can't play anymore because I love this game, and you know, that's really what I want to do.
All right, I asked you that because it's crazy. A lot of people love my son. My son is in his last year at DBU, Dallas Baptist, and they really, you know, love his game to where they feel like he needs to be a coach. You know what I'm saying? And he has no interest in coaching at all. It's crazy. It's like, yeah, man, you telling him to not do it. I'm like, no, you know, my kid wants to somehow get out there and make money. He's not like his dad and just do all this stuff, you know, do all this for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, I won't say for nothing, but you know, we don't make money doing what we're doing right here. So we're just trying to help our, you know, kids get opportunities and so forth for exposure. But it's just crazy how he just sees what I do and he says, I cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's not happening. Don't even try to. Well, he'll cut me off real quick. So
that's him.
Does your dad ever kind of ask you? You know,
man, my dad like has never been like pressed on me or you know ever like he never really has been involved. He's Vinny. You're gonna do what you want to do, and I'm gonna love you doing what you want to do. And he's always been that way in everything. Like if I wanted to play hockey or whatever, he would have been like, Vinny, go play hockey. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna cheer you on. You know. I tell him though, I'm like, man, like I'm lucky to have a dad as a coach. I say you are lucky too though, because it is nice having a son who wants to go to the gym and be a part of it. You know, I've always just I don't know, it came natural. I love doing it. And I think my dad is a big inspiration for me, just seeing how he impacts people's life like outside of basketball through basketball. You know, and like that's just something I think I want to do. I mean, the relationships is something that's just so important to me. Like hearing from people that played for my dad when I was 5 and I'm still in conversation with them and they have kids now and just the people you get to know doing something you love is amazing to me. So I think that's the cool thing for me. That's really what I want to do. But no, he doesn't. He doesn't get to. He doesn't get involved. He doesn't get involved.
Okay.
He tells me, he's like, go make money. Don't do this. This is miserable. Don't do this.
Yeah.
No, he's just joking. So yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. All right. So 24-second shot clock for you right now, man. Give me, or don't even give it to me. Give it to your people, man. The people that you want to thank for your opportunities and so forth to make Vinny SIGONA who he is right now, man. Let's empty the clip.
Well, thanks. Saying thank you to my family. My parents, obviously, and my little sisters, all my friends, grandparents, trainers. A lot. I mean, I'm not gonna say one or two because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but definitely, y'all know who you are. So, just thanks for believing in me. We're just gonna keep going, keep working, and yeah, thanks to everybody that's been involved. They know who they are. So,
okay. All right, man. I definitely want to thank you for coming on, Vinny, man. It was definitely a pleasure speaking with you tonight, man. I see big things coming from you, man. I saw that last year, and I remember leaving PCA that night saying, "Where the hell have I been?" You know what I'm saying? This kid, Vinny SIGONA. I was on the phone with Buff, the whole way through, dude. We have not done enough. You know what I'm saying? This is what I was saying that night to talk about Vinny SIGONA. That kid can play. I mean, I saw Baylor Heb, comparisons. You know what I'm saying?
Baylor's a good player.
And yeah, and because I was a huge fan of Baylor Heb, so was Buff. But definitely, you're great to watch. I'm going to be really pulling for you in PCA this year. A lot of history with PCA, man. Julius Randle, Mickey Mitchell, just to name a couple. And, Vinny SIGONA, I think, needs to be right there in those rafters as well. So definitely want to thank you for coming on. Good luck to you this season.
Thank you.
And we'll be talking another time, brother.
That was good. I really appreciate you having me on. I enjoyed it. It was great.
Doubt.
Thank you.
No doubt, man. You take care. All right. There he is, Vinny SIGONA, y'all. My guy, man. I'm telling you, man, dude knows how to strap it up, man. If you have not seen this guy play, and I'm telling you, I showed the highlight to you guys. You guys need to really see this dude play for real, dude. That dude is the real deal. My next guest, and we kind of running a little late on some things right now because Vinny had some issues getting signed in and so forth, man. But my next guy, y'all, let me get this clip loaded right quick, man. Let's bring him on right fast. All right, there he is. Excuse me, there I am, and here he is. NAZAR, MAHMOUD, Leander Rouse. Man, Rouse is in the house, man. Hey, man, welcome to the show. Tell us where the heck Leander is, by the way, man. A lot of people in Texas don't know where Leander is, man. Give us. I can't hear you. I can't hear you, MAHMOUD. Can you hear me? Something's going on with your sound. I can't hear you. All right, so now we got another one with some issues with their microphone. All right, let's go to a different one. Hang on a second. All right, there you go. I hear you clear now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I could hear the clicking, so I knew you was good then.
Cool.
And I see my microphone levels on here. It shows on your end, you know, how high it is and so forth. So, hey man, Leander, Texas. Where the hell is that?
Yeah, I hear that a lot actually. It's actually north of Austin. It's next to Cedar Park, Georgetown, all that good stuff.
Okay. Leander Rouse, expecting some big things this year, man. You know, I'm gonna jump right into the high school scenario with you guys, man. Give us who's in your district. I understand you guys just had a big win the other night against Manor. Was that last night? I think it was.
Yeah, that was last night.
You know, in the little fall league. You know, give us the skinny on all that, man. What who's in your district that we need to be talking about when we talk about Leander Rouse?
Yeah. Right now we got Glenn's our district. They went to the Final Four last year. They lost to Beaumont. We got Leander. They had no Blado. I'm going to Columbia right now. Cedar Park. They're usually pretty good. Marble Falls, you know, schools like that. In Georgetown, they have your guy, Joseph, Jose Warren.
Woo, strap god. That's the strap god from the country. That's my dude right there, man. Yeah, that's a bad boy right there, man. So what are y'all gonna do to contain that dude? Yeah, I would think that would be the dude you would have to guard, man.
Yeah, I'm for sure guarding the best player every game. I'm all over the smoke, man. I'm definitely gonna run him off the line and stuff like that. But you should definitely be expecting some big things from Rouse this year. Like, even like from yesterday, we beat Manning last year. Like, they're usually a good team every year. Like, Jamal led them to the playoffs and stuff like that. Like, it was a very good win.
Okay. What playoff expectations, man? Do you guys, you know, how realistic are they, man? I saw you guys at the TABC. Got a good group of kids there, man. Got a solid point guard. And what's my guy's name? Reed. What's his name?
Cole Mackay.
Mackay. Yes, sir. Yeah. I don't know what I was going to say. Reed Cole, but that's somebody else. Talk to me about y'all's expectations, man. This year to making the playoffs and hopefully making a run. Is San Antonio a strong, you know, opportunity or realistic?
We can like we have to go through. I think I forgot what's some part of Texas, but it's definitely like beatable and negotiable, and like we can do all that. So our expectations is state. Like, I know people ain't expecting it, but like we're gonna be really good this year because like TABC. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
The TABC was just a little sneak peek. Like that was a few months ago. Like we got much better ever since like the TABC.
Okay.
You should be expecting some really big things.
Okay. So let me ask you this. I'm trying to peek at that shirt you got on, man. Let me stand up. Look. JL3 Elite. Okay. I was just trying to see that shirt you had on right there, man. My bad. All right. So we were talking about the playoffs, man. What are some of the teams that you want to go up against as a high school team in your area, or is it any DFW Houston team? Waco, is who's on the list for you guys that you want to get at this year?
I really want to get like the better teams, man. Like we gonna beat our region, and then we're gonna go to them, Beaumont, Kimball, whoever. We're going after them.
What does it take for you guys? What do you think are some of the keys for Leander to make that run? What are some of the things that you guys have to do well that is kind of like a glaring, you know, sore spot right now?
Yeah, definitely getting it on the defense end because we're gonna get on the offensive end no matter what. Like our team is a very talented group, and then we definitely have to rebound.
Okay.
Run it down, basically.
Okay. so that's the high school scene. Right before the high school season starts, man, you got a big camp coming up in October, the Wooten camp, which you got an invite. Some of the top players in the country are going to be at this event and so forth. Give me your thoughts about being selected. You know what I'm saying? How that feel, and what do you think you need to do to grab some people's attention and so forth that you hadn't done so far?
Yeah, most definitely. First, I'm just blessed to be invited to the Wooten camp. It's a big camp, big national camp, players from all around. It's a very big camp. I watched it last year, and I was like, man, I really got to get into this camp next year. So that's exactly what I did. That was really like my goal, to get an offer and invited to the Wooten camp, and win PGM was like my goal for the summer. So this Wooten camp is gonna be really big for me. So like, I got to really step on my A game. So I've been like working hard like this past month. Ever since PGM, just been putting my eye on Wooten camp. That was like my goal. So I just been working very hard. So and I'm excited to play with some very great players. Like it's not gonna be like no bad players on the court. You got to bring your A game. And I just want to put my name on the mat and make it like a national name.
Okay. Anything in particular that you feel like you have to bring that people just hadn't seen from you as of yet?
Yeah. I mean, everybody knows I'm a good shooter, but I wanna, I got range, I got all that, but I'm definitely a combo guard. I can dribble. I mean, I didn't really show that too much at PGM because I was just doing what I do best. But I've been working hard these past few months, and definitely a defender, definitely two-way, and I can handle the ball, combo guard, really.
Okay. Trying to see that thing right there. Okay. All right. So the camp is October the 4th, I do believe, right? That weekend. Is that correct? Second, October the 2nd. And you have an invite for that. That's going to be big. And then that's going to be the perfect storm to start off the season for you and so forth from there. Let's talk about this summer right quick. Let's kind of go back a little bit, man. You played 17s with Urban ASAC, and then you finished the summer out in PGM, last couple of tournaments in July with the JL3, John Lucas 3 Elite 16s, to which they ended up going to PGM. You guys had a great run. You performed very admirably. Talk to me about that whole summer experience, man. Playing up on the 17s, was that first of all, was that any benefit to your game, making that kind of thing happen?
Yeah, most definitely. Like really my whole AU career I've been playing up. So definitely playing up with the 17U, definitely matured my game. So I feel like that's why I was gonna give a very big thank you to ASAP for playing me up, because they could have played me 16 if they really wanted to, but they believed in me and played me 17, and actually did pretty good too. So it definitely matured my game. And then come PGM time, it definitely showed.
Okay. And I'm seeing Ron in the green room, and he looked like he's had the same trouble that Vinny had right now. So I'm trying to text him. So bear with me once I see your camera. It's not. All right. So just trying to guide him through that because he's at Bible study tonight. All right. So we talked about the summer experience, as far as with ASAC and how that transitioned you to be ready for the 16s. I think you had talked to a guy named Paul Miranda earlier in the spring and the summer, and he kind of told you how if you play up, your speed of the game is going to become a little bit. You're gonna pick that up. You're gonna be stronger. You're gonna be smarter. And then when you went down to play in the PGM for the 16s, right? Mm-hmm. You just look like a total different player, man. Did you feel in that? Because we kind of noticed it, and I watched it here on the computer screen, which I put on the TV actually. You know how you had a computer going to the TV. I love the technology today. I know I sound like an old man. I'm 50-something years old, so I'm supposed to, All right. Anyway, so I'm watching you, and you look faster. You You look like your IQ was up there. You made better decisions. Did you feel like you was in a different body coming from the 17s to the 16s? What was that whole feeling like for you, man? Because you were killing it down there in P-Sham, man. And I was like, man, why y'all taking him out the game? Put him back in the game. You know, that's how good you were playing right now. What was that like for you, man? That whole experience. I mean, because it's the P-Sham, man. Everybody wants to do the P-Sham, right?
Yeah.
What was that like for you?
Yeah, like I said, PJ was like really the goal, like throughout the whole AE season was to be on EYBL, and I made it happen. And I just took full advantage. I ran with it, man. So I just made like the best opportunity I can. PJ was a fun experience, and I just made like my opportunity. I'm trying to make my name a national name. I think I did that. I'm trying to blow it up even more at this hoop camp.
You started out the year. And I like to say the year. I'm talking about from February, the whole spring season to summer. You started out the year. Were you even ranked at the beginning of the year in February?
Repeat that again.
Were you ranked in the rankings? What number were you at the beginning of the year in February? Were you even ranked or no?
In the state ranking?
Yes.
Man, I was probably like 40 maybe, late 30s.
In Gasso?
Yeah.
Texas Hoops, you was 40, and then
I don't think I was ranked in Gasso. I don't think.
That's what I'm saying. You was in that the Texas Top 100 and prep hoops. I'm sure.
Even prep hoops and stuff like that, I was extremely low.
Really, and I don't really look at them, so a lot of us don't. Look, a lot of us don't, but the only people that kind of look at them on the cool is parents that say, "Oh, look at where my son is." Guys like me, we if Gasso and ESPN and 247 Sports ain't saying anything, we're not saying. You follow what I'm saying. So, those are the I always say Texas Hoops and Texas Hoops is the upper echelon for rankings in the state of Texas. So. And that's what I talk about rankings. So I don't think I remember you being ranked, and to see that you jumped in like number 21 as what is that, a couple of weeks or last week, right? Did the rankings come out?
A couple days ago, yeah.
When you saw your name on there, 21, man, what's the first thing that ran through your head, man?
I mean, it was cool and all, but I definitely think I should be higher. But I think I should be like top 15, 10, but I definitely got to prove myself. I just saw a little glimpse of what NAZAR MAHMOUD looks like, so I'm definitely gonna show them, like I'm really up there.
Okay. All right. So I see. I'm still seeing him there, and he's just sitting there right now. So hang on a second. I'm waiting on him to. Hang on. I'm sorry. All right. So 21 ranking. You're excited about that, man. You feel like you definitely need. Okay. There you go. There you go. All right. There you go. All right. So this is what we're going to do. All right. So I'm going to keep you on, NAZAR. All right. NAZAR. I call you NAZAR Brown. NAZAR, we're going to keep you on, right? I want to bring on Ron right now, right? Because he's out at an event or out somewhere right now. So let's bring him on right quick, and then we're going to continue our conversation to close this out. All right. So let's bring my dude in here right now. Ron Holland.
What's good?
What's up, Ron Hoops?
What's good?
Man, everything, man. It's all about you, bro. It's all about you, man. Hey, dude. Hey, I've been trying to get at you for a minute now, man, and we finally have you in the box. I won't say on the box. We in the box right now, right? Hey, Duncanville. Hey, looking for the 4-peat. Or am I saying 4-peat right? Am I saying this right now, Ron? Or we still got to officially say 3?
You saying it right?
Or is it supposed to be 5? Which one are we supposed to be on?
It was Ram and Michael. It's 4. I believe.
Yeah, it's going to be 4, Right. Okay. It's going to be 4. That's what I'm saying. All right. So, Ron Holland, you are considered one of the leaders of this team right here, man. How y'all going to do this year, man? You ain't no guard. This is supposed to be a guards game.
Right.
Talk to me about what I just said right now. Does that make you, does that get you a little riled up right now? I mean, tell me how Ron Holland feel about that, hearing something like that. You there?
I mean, like, regardless, I'm just play my game because I know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you now. Can you hear me? Uh-oh.
You hear me?
Ron, I can hear you.
I
Can
said
you hear
we
me?
really got a really good team. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, so something's going on with Ron's phone right now, man. So, all right, so, man, whoa, service is bad out here. Oh, jeez. Okay. Hang on a second, because he's still in there. You're still. Let me tell him to exit out, and come back in. All right, so yeah, big time expectations, man. Duncanville, man, you're in 5A. Talk to me about what it would be like to play against Duncanville. All right, hold on, there he is. Hold on, we'll table that. Give you a little more time to think about that question. All right, so all right, Ron, my bad. All right, so
Good.
you said it, Ramsey, right? Micah, right? Zert.
Right.
2 years of Ron Holland.
Right.
How's that feel? What do you have to do to keep that going with this Duncanville team right now? I know you guys are loaded. You good?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I just gotta
you going in and out.
keep playing my game, keep working hard as I need to work, and then just
keep getting better.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I don't know what's going on with his service. I need for y'all sometimes to be on a computer desktop to do these shows, man. I'm trying to get it in, but all right. So go ahead with the question. What would it be like to play against Duncanville, man? I mean, give me your skinny on that.
Yeah, it would definitely be different. I would look forward to the matchup most definitely because all eyes gonna be on Duncanville, of course, and then I'll try to just play my game and most importantly try to win the game because if we win that game, man, we talk for a whole year, man.
Mm-hmm. To get on a desktop. All right, so man, really wanted to continue on, and I kind of want to, weave you into that conversation with Ron, man, because Ron is USA basketball, right?
Yeah.
Has that been a goal of yours, man? Has that been a goal of to eventually have an opportunity to play on that level?
Yeah, most definitely. USA would definitely be cool. Most definitely would be cool. That would be a great experience. If that happens, man, then so be it. That would be fun. But I'm just gonna keep working hard and just keep going.
Okay. Your idols right now, basketball, man. Who do you pattern your game after? When you're watching college or pros or even high school, who do you watch to incorporate some of the stuff that you do?
Yeah, I like watching like Devin Booker from the offensive side. I always like PG, Moses Moody from Arkansas. Players like that really could play like the 1, 2, and 3. Really, I like that and 2-way really.
Now you went from no colleges coming at you now to a lot of colleges coming at you right now, man. Talk to me about what that's been like, man. How did song go? Back then they didn't want me. Now that I'm hot, they all on. Right? Is it that kind of moment for you right now? I mean, what's the NAZAR? How does the NAZAR feeling all this out right now?
Yeah, man, it's definitely a blessing. It was definitely so far I got TCU and Sam Houston. It's definitely some good schools, some great coaches, and some great people. I like them a lot.
Okay.
Especially since we're the first two offers.
Okay. Talk to me about your relationship with your brother, man. Ziad, right? Z. I keep calling him Z, and I'm looking at the name ZIAD, and I'm like, damn, I can't never get this right. Talk about how instrumental he's been, for your development and taking you through this process, this recruiting process. What he means to what you're trying to do. Give me the whole thing on that. Come on with that.
Yeah, most definitely. He's definitely helped me out throughout this whole process. Because my parents, they not really involved in stuff like this because they not really familiar with this. All they know is school and stuff like that. So
okay,
my dad and parents, they're not really involved. So it's really my brother that really takes that job when it comes to AU basketball and stuff like that. Takes my tournament and stuff like that. And
okay,
I'm really appreciative of that, and I thank him for that. And then he's usually been my trainer my whole life, really. So
okay.
that's how my development is going, really.
Okay. Now, what's that been like for you, man? Most guys, most kids grow up wanting their dads to be right there on that sideline watching, in the stands playing. What's that been like? I mean, I know your brother's always there. Do you kind of feel a different way that your dad or your mom's not up there, or are they there? I don't know. I'm just, fill me in on that.
Yeah, I got you most definitely. When my parents are there, I try to do my thing, but my brother usually is always there. Like, no matter if they're there or not, I'm always gonna play my game. Nothing.
No doubt. Right. Ron's trying again. All right. So now, you're Muslim, right? Is that correct? Your
Correct.
religion and so forth, right? And so, how do your parents? How do they look at what do they say about basketball? I know it's a game it's just a game, right?
Yeah.
But for most parents, it's more serious than just a game. And you don't have that kind of pressure, right? And so forth. What do your parents focus on when it concerns, their relationship with you? I know it's definitely, your religion and so forth, and you're fasting because I know there was one point where you were going through a fast and so forth. Give me an idea, man, because I don't know, and a lot of us don't know how you guys balance that out. Your religion with your parents' focus and so forth into basketball. Give me an idea what that's like.
Yeah, most definitely. So, my parents, we from Sudan. I'm Sudanese.
Okay.
We immigrated to the United States. So, really, it's just school. Whatever school you go to, academic, stuff like that.
Okay.
So, whatever happens, it's really just the books, man. Just the books.
Okay.
They don't care if I play basketball or anything. Just as long as
right. That's just a game. Yeah, that's just a game. Yeah. I can hear that. I've had a history with a lot of Sudanese people in my time back in the day coming up and so forth, and they're very serious about working, very serious about especially about school, and their religion and so forth, and they don't really do too much talking about games. You know what I'm saying? They're real serious and so forth. How have you been able to balance that out as being Sudanese, right? Trying to play this basketball, because I've had conversations with you many times, and you love this game. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of consumed a lot of what you do. You know what I'm saying? How have you been able to balance that other life with this basketball life?
Yeah, So like we have Ramadan like 1 month a year, and basically you fast like from sun up to sundown, which is like 16 hours. No food, no water. So basically, it's really just a mental game. Really, like I was playing all my tournaments, full game, no minutes changed, and I just been playing my game, and nobody really knew. Or if like the opponents really didn't know. It was really just my coaches and teammates that knew. Like nothing really changed. Like the funny thing is, remember the pre-assessment, the buff camp?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a funny story. It was the camp, man. I was so dehydrated. I was so exhausted, man. And it was the morning, cancer in the morning. So I was like, man, I'm gonna drink some water, man. I'm so thirsty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it up. And then my brother's like, no, bro, you can't do that. It's a mental game. It's up here. You can't do that.
Yeah.
And then like an hour passed by. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm like thirsty at that point, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's nighttime. We drinking. I just make it out the whole day.
That's awesome, dude. I remember that day, and I was like, man, what the hell is wrong with NAZAR right now, dude? He's like, man, he's fasting right now. He's just going through a mental struggle right now. It's like, okay. Speaking of which, recruiters, coaches, have they talked with you anything about your religious faith and how that comes into play with playing college basketball? Have you guys had any kind of conversations like that yet?
Yeah, they usually ask my background, but it's like, it's just a conversation. They don't really it's cool to know that I'm Muslim and stuff like that, but it doesn't really affect nothing really.
Okay. I just didn't know, and like I said, I've never, honestly speaking, you're my first Sudanese kid that I've worked with, like hands-on with right now. So I've often wondered, what those kind of things right now. What do you go through? And I do apologize. I didn't mean to say Muslim. Bring your religion into it. That's the Americanized way of saying, hey, I know you're from that kind of ethnic group. So, I didn't want to sound like it was just about just your religion, but I've watched you through this process, and I've, just wondered, dang, I wonder how the kid feels, going through this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What does he think? What's on your mind? Me. I always want to know certain things, right? That's one of the things, because I've never had to deal with a young man like yourself that goes through that. So that's why I asked that. So, and I definitely appreciate your honesty and so forth, as far as giving that the best way you can and so forth. So, man, I appreciate that. We talked about Leander ROUSE and his chances for state. We talked about, the camps, the possibility of one day, representing, USA basketball, so forth. These are some of your goals. College, any goals of making it beyond college? I mean, what's your thoughts on playing ball after that?
Yeah, most definitely. That's always been the goal. Just going professional, playing basketball, and making it to the league. Really, just doing what I love and getting paid, and not just only getting paid, but getting paid big bucks. That's always been a goal.
All right. Now, does it matter if it just has to be I know everybody wants to go to the NBA, but it's only 1%. And when you do the numbers, that 1% is very, 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 very small. And I don't think young men understand how hard it really is to get to that level as far as the NBA is concerned. What do you think you need to do to improve on to be able to take that kind of leap as far as to that league status? I know you have the mind frame, the toughness, the mentality is there. You know what I'm saying? But how does NAZAR critique himself, as far as getting to the next level? What are some of those things that you need to improve on?
Yeah, most definitely my body, getting stronger, quicker, athletic, stuff like that, and definitely like get to the next level. And even after that, shooting, like they love shooters, they love they shot makers really, and definitely being like a facilitator, a one, stuff like that, so I could be more versatile because they love stuff like that. Because I want to be on the court for a long time. I want to be as productive as I can, and like shooting is very important. I honestly think I'm one of the best shooters in the country, hands down. And I show that at PGM too.
What are you doing as far as body right now and body strength and so forth? Because I always get on you about right what being in shape, being running end to end, and your body, bird chest, tweet tweet. What are we doing to improve? What are we doing to improve all that right now, man?
Yeah, definitely be in the weight room. ROUSE, we be in the weight room 4 times a week, and we be going to track like 1 time a week. So we definitely getting stronger, quicker, and bigger.
So that's on the program as far as what you need to do and so forth to take it to the next level. Man, I like hearing that. And I ask you that because I know these are some of the things that you and I, me and Z, have talked about. So I'm definitely aware of where you're trying to go and so forth. Let me ask you something. I know we're talking about college and so forth, and we talked about life after college and trying to get into the league and so forth. And I know we don't always like to talk about what ifs, right? But so I want to just go into what do you do after basketball? You know what I'm saying? What are your plans as far as life after basketball?
Yeah, most definitely. I want to be a coach, but that's an obvious answer. But you know how like my parents, they all do academic and stuff like that. Definitely want to get my degree and get a good job, make good money too, stuff like that.
Okay. What brought this be a coach? I didn't figure that one out. I mean, I couldn't peg you as a potential coach down the road, man. What brought about that? What makes you want to do that?
Just like I just want to make an impact on the game, like whether that's coaching, playing, having an organization, stuff like that. I want to have an AU turn. I want to have an AU team too. That would be live. Just
Wow,
stuff like that. Yeah.
wow. Had no idea on that. That's crazy. I didn't peg you as wanting to be the coaching type. So learn something new every day, right? That's good stuff, man. So, all right. We've been talking about the whole plight of what to expect, from in high school, Leander Rouse. You got one more summer coming up, and we're not going to go into who you're going to play for this summer or anything like that. What are your goals, for next summer? And getting ready for that final season right now. What have you thought about that yet, or right now you strictly about Leander Rose and Rouse, excuse me, and what you have to do for high school basketball at this point, or is there some thoughts about what you're going to do for the summer?
Yeah. Most definitely, I want to go back to PGM again and win that for sure. And I want to be a national prospect, but not only that, I want to be like top 25, top 20, 10, and ultimately #1. I just want to make a name for myself. I just want people to know, like, I'm really like that. I'm one of the best players in the country.
Okay, I like that. Man, that's you got some lofty goals. You know what I'm saying? But with a strong mind like the mind I know you have, I know that's a good. I'm not betting against you. I'm gonna go ahead and say that because again, here's a kid that was not ranked in the Texas hoops rankings coming into February, and now he's number 21. So you made a huge huge jump right now into the rankings. So that means you putting in some serious work right now. What's that, man? A slinky you got in your hand right there?
Man, some tape, man.
Oh, tape. Okay. Your screen is small. I was just asking on that. All right, so man, I don't. You know what, man? I gotta ask you, man. I know you're Sudanese and so forth, man, and I'm a music guy. You know what I'm saying? And I know you listen to some hip hop and so forth. But hey, man, big game coming up and everything. You got your earphones on. I'm seeing you getting your layups, seeing you warm up drills in. Who are you rocking for big games right now in the Mirror Buzz, bro?
Definitely some Migos. They definitely get me turned. They give me my mind right. I get lit. And Lil Durk most definitely, and G Herbo most definitely. Man.
Okay. The Drake album came out last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't feeling that too much, or
yeah,
what'd you think of it?
I like a few songs on it.
It wasn't banging like like all his other albums, man. I can't even lie. I'm a huge Drake fan. And I was a little disappointed in this album right here. I ain't gonna lie. It is, it was 21 songs, and I think I only really like about 4 or 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So who is your guy that, man, every time he comes out with an album, you gotta have it?
Lil Durk, most definitely.
Lil Durk?
Yeah, man, he's number one.
But he's kind of fresh. He's kind of new. Give me somebody that's been in the game like Drake, long time. And when you hear that album that you've been waiting on it to come out, and it ain't what you thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, definitely J. Cole.
J. Cole. Hey, man, you and I are on the same boat. I did not really too much feel for J. Cole's last album right now. I like My Life, the song My Life, but I'm not really feeling J. Cole. And I love his style, the way he puts it out and so forth. But yeah, I wasn't feeling this last one, man. I like the first 2 albums, but now he's kind of, I'm used to that same flow now. And every song just seems like a couple of songs on the first album right now from him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I just want to know, man, what you're rocking right now, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm be rocking me some Drake. You know what I'm saying? And definitely love me some Tupac,
Mm-hmm.
some Dr. Dre, some Ice Cube, even Ice-T back in the day in his early years and so forth. So, I don't know if I told you I'm a music connoisseur.
You were DJ, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, I'm big into music and so forth, but I've always been that even when I played basketball in high school, basketball and baseball back in my days. So just want to know what a young fella like yourself, man, what do you be rocking? Nothing outside of that? You don't listen to any kind of Sudanese music, anything like that? No. Do your parents?
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
So they don't force that on you?
Nah, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, I put my son on some Tupac. Both of my kids had to listen to some Tupac, bro. Yeah, I know. I know the bad parent. All right, whatever. Anyway, no, I just popped up in my head, man, and said, hey, man, what kind of music does he listen to? Because you're my dude. I don't know if I really told you that, Nazar. You're one of my guys, man. I love hitting you up on it, man. I'm very appreciative that you came on the show tonight. Definitely was, someone on the different side of the fence right now, man. You're not from. You were born in Sudan, right? And
I was born in Houston usually. But
okay. Just your parents, came in. Okay.
Z and my other sister were born in Sudan, actually.
Okay. So you might well say you were born there too, but okay, I get that. So a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? For you, definitely. I wish I had more that I wanted to because we kind of pretty much hit everything that we needed to hit to that's relevant, if you will, about you playing this game and so forth and being where your family is from and so forth. So I definitely appreciate you being open about that. SATs and Uh-oh. Courtney Brooks. Hey, my dude.
My boy.
Courtney Brooks says, my boy. Hey, Brooks, you see what he's wearing right now? That T-shirt he's wearing right now. I got to get into one of these Dallas Nike teams out now playing. Nah, Brooks is my guy, man. I'm telling you, man, great dude there. When the minute I heard that you were going over there, man, I like I said, I was ecstatic. Like I told Z that, make sure you stay up under Brooks. Brooks gonna take care of him. I don't know too many of the other guys over there. John Lucas and I have a great relationship. I didn't know the other guys over there, but other than Brooks and John, so you definitely hooked up with the right person over there, man. So big shout out to my dude Courtney Brooks. Again, I'm not going to hold you up. We were supposed to do 15, 20 minutes, right? We kind of stretched this thing out a little bit, right? Ron Holland had some issues with his phone. Vinny SIGONA had something issue, going on with his camera and so forth, getting connected. So, man, I definitely appreciate you, man, spending some time with us tonight and talking about, basketball from NAZAR, MAHMOUD, perspective. So I'm gonna give you more than 24-second shot clock. Because we're not in the pros. We're gonna do the 30-second shot clock, man. Go ahead and unload the clip. Who got you here? Who you thankful? For helping you and so forth. Floor is yours, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, most definitely. Definitely thanking my brother for bringing this to his AU world and just helping me, putting me on the map, taking me rides and stuff like that. My family, definitely my cousins, because family is a big part in my family. So definitely thanking them, my trainers, my coaches, stuff like that, and not really anything specific because everybody knows who they are, and my teammates, of course, and just so people like that. You lagged out?
Yo, I was letting you have the whole screen, brother.
Oh, okay. I got you.
You so smooth and casual with your conversation, brother. I didn't know if you was still going on all that. All right, so NAZAR, definitely, man, seriously appreciate you coming on. I'm glad we had this conversation tonight, man. Definitely will be the first of a few more to come. I think part of the educational process for guys like you is that you need more of this, just like you need it on the hardwood and so forth. You're trying to go to the next level that's beyond high school, college, and so forth. So you need more time having these kind of interviews and so forth. And so, I definitely think if you go back and look at this, you'll start, critiquing yourself and what can you do a little bit differently and so forth. And that's what I like trying to bring young men like yourself, the opportunity of having these kind of chances and so forth to better your game, even in this arena. Right. So definitely appreciate you coming on. Definitely want to, send a shout out right now to your brother, Z, for blessing us with this opportunity as well. And, man, I'm not going to hold you up. School night, right? I know you probably ain't going to bed till about 11, but I'm not letting Mama MAHMOUD get mad at me talking I had you up past your bedtime for on a school night. So, hey, NAZAR, definitely thank you again. I'm not going to hold you. I appreciate you coming on. You have a great evening and stay safe out there, man. I'll be checking in with you. Actually, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact, right? October 2nd. The Wooten's camp is going to be live and direct. The Real Talk Nation will be there watching NAZAR MAHMOUD. And man, I got Nazir Brown on my mind for some reason tonight, and I have no idea why. It's been like that basically all day. Anyway, hey man, thanks for coming on. You be safe, okay? Take care.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having
All
me,
right.
Paul.
No problem, bro. No problem. Talk to you later. All right.
Yes, sir.
There he is, my guy, NAZAR MAHMOUD of LEANDER ROUSE. He played the summer with he closed the summer out with JL3 Elite, played the early spring and summer with ASAC, the 17s group, man. So he had a fabulous spring and summer, capped off with an even more fabulous EYBL showing and so forth. Kid went from not being ranked at the beginning of the AAU season in February or March, right? Or March rather, to number 21, in Texas Hoops basketball rankings for the this year to close out the summer. So big ups and congrats to NAZAR, his family, and JL3 Elite and ASAC for allowing him the opportunity to showcase his skills with them, man. I mean, it's a great opportunity to see a young man, a Sudanese player, having this kind of opportunity. And we don't have very many success stories like this right now. They're in the making. We're seeing this in the making of a young man that's changing somewhat of what we're used to seeing right now, especially coming from foreign players and so forth. And although he was born here, he's of a foreign descent. So definitely looking forward to the many positive and successful roads as he's getting ready to pave right now. So that's NAZAR MAHMOUD. He'll be at the Wootens camp October 2nd in Mansfield, the Mansfield Field House. Y'all make sure to tune in with that, because I'm telling you now, young man, it's going to be some heat up in there, man. I'm telling you, last year it was off the chain. Some of the best players in the country were here, and that was during a COVID season where everything was, all kind of, I don't know if we need to go. We don't need to travel. The airplanes, everybody's catching the COVID off. It was a down year as far as attendance is concerned, but you couldn't tell at that camp. I mean, a lot of the top players were there. Don't get me wrong. Not all the top players were there, but there was a huge majority from the nation of top players that were in attendance at the Wootens camp. Definitely look forward to being at that camp. I did talk. Well, we've kind of been playing phone tag and messaging and so forth. We'll probably have Mr. Wooten on. I've kind of been talking with his wife a little bit, texting back and forth about coming on the week before. So I think that is not this week, but I think the following Wednesday, we should be looking at him coming on to join us and talking about the Wooten camp from there. Also, next week's show is also going to have, my goal next week is to have a few young ladies from the DFW area to participate for us to interview. I've got a couple of girls that I am kind of having dialogue right now with from DeSoto, Duncanville, and Frisco, I think it's Frisco Liberty. So we'll be, providing you with some information or some news that you can use in the girls' side. So, doing interviews and so forth on the girls' side. So, stay tuned for that. Next week, it's not set in stone yet, but the infamous Glenn Smith is supposed to come on and join us to talk about this upcoming year's Thanksgiving Hoop Fest, which is always hot. You know the drill. Glenn don't play. He's going to have some of the nation's best in attendance, and definitely looking forward to chopping it up with him. He's no stranger to the show as well. He's been a guy that's always been on even back in the day when we were doing this, no problem. He's in. We talked for about hours, and so definitely looking forward to chopping it up with him next week. So I hope you guys will join us. In closing, again, some of the guys that again stood out for me at the Gasso high school fall edition. I told you about. We talked about Rod. We talked about Vinny. Right. We talked about. I'm gonna tell you somebody that also. We talked about Dean Ballo. Sterling Butler of Mansfield, y'all, is another kid that I did not emphasize having a strong showing right now. 2023 kid. I did see him at a camp a few weeks ago that he was solid at one of the Buffs camps. The next wave, actually. So he's poised to have a good season this year for Mansfield. He was pretty good in this tournament, this weekend. We were talking about Prosper, Vinny Sigona, and I talked about Prosper, Rock Hill, man, Sean Williams group. Man, I'm really excited about them. Riley Shore, 6'8", 2023 kid. Awesome. Dude can shoot lights out. Yeah, he's a little light in the britches. Might need a little, hit the weight room, at least do some resistance bands or something, right? But I know one thing, that doesn't need any work on, and that's that strap he's got, because it's AUT-O-matic, when he puts it up. So he was good this weekend. A couple of athletic kids, man. Anthony Williams, he's a 6'22" kid, has some springs. He looks like he down here in a little box, but he turned in the Jack in the Box on you in a hurry. Dude gets off the ground pretty good. I like what I saw in him. The other guy on here was Marcellus Brandon, another 6'22" kid that has some bounce, that pretty strong, pretty athletic, makes plays, knocks down shots. Prosper is going to have, I'm expecting them to do some big things this year under Sean Williams. So pay attention to them. Another guy that stood out, man, that's really, really catching my eye from Mansfield Summit. My guy, David Terrell, gets off the ground very well. Uses his length very well to get buckets. I mean, he knows how to finger roll that thing, man. Pay attention to what Summit is working with out there. I think they're going to be tough. They're always scrappy. Richland has Jordan Granberry. What's my other guy? Nettles. Hang on a second. I just had it right here. Bear with me. Richland, my dude on here, Jalen Nettles. The kid was that moved in from Arkansas last year. And number 22, Kyron Walton, 6'6" kid, and they're coached by Danny Henderson. Hey, don't sleep on Richland. I'm telling y'all, that three-headed tandem right there is going to give some people some fits. Both Granberry and Nettles are extremely athletic. They get up and down the court. If they get everybody else to buy into what they're doing, they're going to be dangerous as well. Pay attention to them. I talked about Kimball. One guy that I did not get to talk about that I was really super impressed with, y'all, Garland Saxey, point guard, RJ Chapman, 5'9", 2023 kid that makes plays, man. I watched him against Dallas Skyline. Dude had they were down. He hit a big three to tie the game up with less than a minute left, and then at the buzzer, he hits or right 2 seconds before the buzzer, he hits the winning layup to for Saxey. They defeat Dallas Skyline 65-63. But what a nice little rally at the end put up by RJ Chapman. So I definitely liked what I saw in him. Hey, Lake Highlands, right? Y'all know about Lake Highlands, right? Hey, man, we can talk all day about Trey Johnson, right? 2024 kid. He's done. He was a finalist for the USA basketball team for his age group. Dude is really climbing up the charts right now. As far as I think he's like number 3 in the nation for his class from ESPN. But he has some kids on this team. I know they got a 6'10" kid. Was he 6'10"? He's 6'9". Jalen Washington. That is improving every time I see this kid. This kid is long length, blocking shots, controls the rim. All the boards come to him. He's on it, and he's getting buckets inside for that Lake Highlands team. Man, Coach Joe Duffield does a great job. But I'm gonna tell you, one dude that I'm really surprised on. I hate doing this right here like this, but Reed Hocker, y'all. Reed Hocker. 5'10". Remember this little dude right here, man. This dude makes plays in his sleep. I watched him play, and I'm telling you, this dude made plays on both ends. I mean, nonstop. He is a gnat that just gets on people's nerves, opponents' nerves, if you will. I enjoyed watching him. I'm going to tell you, Lake Highlands is going to be dangerous. Again, as I said to you guys earlier, keep your lays down on them. I talked about Bryce Robinson with the Centennial, the Burleson Centennial Spartans. He's going to be strong. Midlothian, Steve Middleton has a stud in 23 6 foot guard Kelton Williams. Hey man, dude gets buckets, and they come from all angles. Anywhere on the floor, pay attention to what Midlothian is doing. They've got a couple of kids on there that can make some things happen, man. So definitely excited for Steve Middleton and his group. Dwayne Gregory of Mansfield Timberview, man, they surprisingly this year. I won't say surprisingly. I guess we should have known this already, but nothing but guards. I don't think they have a kid over 6'4" or 6'3", but they're all guards. And I'm telling you, I think I saw them play 5 guards in one game this weekend where they had, of course, they got Kendall Weaver. They have Jared Washington, Braylon Cosby. Who was the other guy? I know Daniel Tuck was one, and I'm missing. Donovan O'Day. Donovan Day. Dude gets off the ground. If you ain't seen Donovan play yet, let me make sure I'm right on that, on his last name. Mansfield Timberview. Yeah, Donovan O'Day. That is him. 6'2". Dude has springs, y'all. And, I mean, he ain't afraid to show it off either. I'm telling you that right now. Dwayne Gregory's group is going to be solid. Like I said, 5 guards on the floor at all times, and they're going to be playing up and down. So when you play Mansfield Timberview, you better be ready to have your track shoes on because there's going to be a whole lot of running in that game. Who else? Before I let y'all go, I don't want to. Oh, Frisco Memorial. Golly, how did I forget about Frisco? Because the guy that really just grabbed me by the throat damn near, right? Mason Wujek. I don't know how I'm saying that name, right? Wujek. Hey man, this kid is a 23 kid. I'm sorry, I got him listed on here as a 22, but I know he's a 23 kid, and let me just pull it up. Frisco. All right, hang on a second. Frisco Memorial. All right, so Mason Wujek. Oh, no, he is a 22 kid. I'm sorry. I thought he was a 23 kid. Hey, man, 6'7", almost looking like Drago and Rocky. You feel what I'm saying? That kind of body, and he knows how to use it. and believe it or not, great touch on his shot inside. Nice little short jumper. He really hits the boards real hard. He blocks shots, y'all. I don't know where he came from. All right, but I'm telling you, they have some good pieces in him. Of course, they got Drew Steffi on the point, y'all. He's been running the point guard spot and looking very well. His handles has improved. He's not turning over the ball a whole lot. He really didn't take a whole lot of shots this week. He really focused on his ball handling and showcasing his passing skills. I was impressed. I do like that. Isaiah Foster, another guard, 6-foot guard, senior that gets buckets. He shot the ball very well. I'd be remiss in saying that Avery Jackson, 6'2" guard, he scored a lot of layups. I know some people kind of got on me for not saying a whole lot about him, but I know when people score a whole lot, and I'm always say this to you guys, scoring a whole lot doesn't really tell the story on a player. I've seen players score nothing but layups by themselves, damn near, and probably hit like 12 points doing that. I don't write about that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Show me a jump shot. Show me other things other than scoring layups is what I like talking about. And in this game here, I didn't see anything out of Avery in that department. Avery was great defensively. I do believe in that game. I didn't see him in the game against Waxahachie. All my other colleagues or counterparts, the other writers that I talked with said he had a strong showing. So I do want to put that out there. Avery Jackson, had a good weekend. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm not recognizing him because I think me saying something about that kid is probably long overdue. The kid can play, but I like I said, I do want to see more, and I will be out a lot to see Frisco Memorial. So I hope you guys are ready for me out there. I'm trying to go over this right now. We talked about McKinney. We talked about Richardson, John Paul, Manny Obaseki was solid. Liam McNeely was solid, very good. RJ Jones was solid. SGP, man, really kind of shocked a lot of people, man. They blew out Allen. Allen's under a first-year coach. He what's my guy's name? Golly, Paul. I know he's gonna. Here it is, right here. My guy, Cipolletta, Coach Cipolletta. Yes, from Sulphur Springs is now the head coach at Allen. But man, they weren't ready. Apparently, they weren't ready for SGP. SGP came out with that, with that I'm about to beat you down look from start to finish. They won, I think it was like 64-31. So Allen kind of got off to a slow start. I am looking forward to watching Allen because I'm trying to see Miles Gibson, 6'5", 22 kid. That is Mason. That is Mason Gibson's little brother who's at Oakland University. They played with YGC last year and so forth. So I am looking forward to watching him play. He was pretty decent. But SGP, man, Caden Bennett is getting buckets. He's a bucket getter. I know everybody looks at SGP and wonder where the offensive production is going to come from. We saw Jordan Roberts last year just annihilate teams game after game after game after game. Well, who's it going to come from this year? Well, of course, Caden Bennett. Yeah, coach's son, believe it or not. And he's not it's not coach's son, letting him do it. It's just he has to do it. So want to make sure that I put that out there. This kid is going to have to score for SCP to make a good run to the playoffs. And just want to make sure that we said that about him. Kendall Alexander was good for McKinney Boyd. I'm sorry. I'll make sure that I don't leave out anybody, but yeah. Of course, like I said, Ryland Griffin was strong. Ryland Griffin looked like somebody been talking bad about his mama or something. The way he was acting this weekend, dude was really playing with an attitude, and I like that, because I've been kind of skeptical of his his demeanor in big games, man. And I think somebody whispered in his ear or something like the same kind of whispering that we think that Keontae George had going into this AAU season, man. They said you're a light skinned, bro, man. You kind of saw, and what I ain't saw, man. I'm just start going, you follow saying them kind of conversations. So I think somebody had that conversation with Mr. Ryland Griffin, because that dude was on point, and it looked like he didn't want no friends. He was on that. He was on that movement. So, but I like what I saw in that. I think Coach Lawson has those Richardson Eagles ready to make a run at state this year. Damn, who's in the way and who has what? When you got two guards as strong as Cason Wallace and Ryland Griffin, that can this is, like I said, this is a guards game. I kind of wanted to talk with Ron Holland about it to see, what's his thoughts on that and so forth, right? Because Ron has the opportunity to change all that. You know what I'm saying? So we did try to talk with Ron Holland today. Just had a couple of, issues with the phone and so forth, or the connection. But we're going to try again another time. VINNY SIGONA from Prestonwood Christian Academy out of Plano was on the show tonight. Great conversation with him. Here's a guy that's a coach's son. His dad coaches at Collins Community or Collins Junior College. Jim Sigona, great dude. You guys might not recognize the name, but when you see him, you would recognize who he is. Great guy. So definitely appreciative for having Vinny on with us tonight. And then my guy out of Leander, ROUSE, NAZAR MAHMOUD. He gave us a perspective a little bit different than what y'all thought, man. I mean, he's a light-skinned brother, but he's a Sudanese basketball player that plays the game a lot different, or a little bit different, if you will, or as far as his preparation to the game is a lot different than most of you guys out here that's playing right now. So we got a glimpse on what he goes through and so forth a little bit. I didn't want to go all the way into that, but we gave you a taste of that. And like I said, all these guys, I'm looking for a repeat conversation with down the road, and we'll just go from there. I want to thank all of the guys that came on tonight. I definitely want to thank all of you guys that tuned in and listened. Those of y'all that are watching now on the replay, definitely want to thank you guys as well. I guess we're going to end this show off next week, Lynn Smith, and then we'll try to have a couple of young ladies on the basketball scene come on and get in the box. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do this little grill session in the box next week with Glenn Smith of the Thanksgiving Hoop Fest. Yes. So thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. I'm Paul Miranda with the Real Talk Nation. We in the box and we out. Y'all take care. Stay safe.